you got, though? Oh, that wasn't too smart running like that.
Border Patrol!
If you hadn't run,
You might have sweet-talked him into probation.
but now, you're going down.
You just... Watch yourself. A ticket. A one-way ticket to a ball. Here, watch your head.
Please, what do you want from me?
That's so mundane. The notion that you might even be able to comprehend something I might want.
Dr. Helms, please.
You're trying to delay the inevitable. It won't work. It never does.
Why are you doing this?
And what you mean is, how can a doctor, someone sworn to save lives, be doing this? Simple. Death becomes an ordinary, everyday experience. The common destination of us all. But your death was different. For those 4 minutes on my operating table, we were somehow connected. I felt something strange. I put my hands in people's chests for a living. It's a job, not an answer. I have questions. You're going to help me answer.
I wouldn't move if I were you. Miss Wells, you can move away now. It's okay.
Oh, God. Oh, thank God. You came?
Chavez. Detective Chavez, isn't it? How did you know I'd be here?
Drop the scalpel. Very slowly. If you move it too quickly.
You'll blow my head off? I wouldn't want that now, would I?
Now stand up. Slowly. Put your arms behind your head.
You think you've got it all figured out, don't you? You're a smart cop, Chavez, but you haven't asked the one real question.
Arms behind your head.
Why her? Why pick her when there were so many others to choose from? That's the one question you can't answer.
Arms behind your head.
You'll be sorry. This isn't the end. I promise you. One day you'll wish you'd never found me.
Call 911. Abuelita?
Freddie, mijo, I don't believe it.
What are you doing here?
It's not your time yet. You haven't honored your commitment. You must go back and complete your mission.
What mission? What are you talking about?
You must go back. Go. Go. Vete, mijo.
Dr. Cody to the pharmacy. Dr. Cody to the pharmacy.
Feeling better, Detective? You're doing fine, really.
Where am I?
In the hospital.
Is Abuelita here?
You're just coming out of the anesthesia.
No. See, I was somewhere. And it was real.
You're doing fine, really. Just rest.
And Helms?
He's dead. Don't you remember?
Dr. Castillo to 4 West. Dr. Castillo
I,
to 4 West.
Uh, 44089, intent, illegal border crossing.
Hand on the plate. You've zeroed out, Gato. Know what that means? Abajo.
Cut me some slack.
You've had plenty of slack. Cutting that.
You can't send me down there. Give me another chance.
We don't make the rules, you know that. We just...
Newman!
Yes, sir. I was just...
Using excessive and unreasonable force against a prisoner.
Yeah, well, Gato here, sir, is a third-time offender. The only thing he understands is excessive and unreasonable.
You're not him. You're Border Patrol.
Well, no offense, sir, but I don't think you know what it's like out there.
Newman, haven't you learned anything yet?
Yeah, I know. Universal Karmic Code, Section C1. Whatever I do to Gato here comes back to me threefold.
You're never gonna get out of this job. You're never gonna move on.
Yeah, but how am I supposed to do that job?
By the rules.
Sir.
Just toe the line.
Detective Chavez, what do you think you're doing? Back into bed right now.
You sound like my grandmother. But you don't look a thing like her. Can I ask you a personal question?
I guess.
Are you honoring your life's mission?
I hope so.
You know, you're really beautiful.
Has your medication not worn off yet?
I hope not.
Detective, you're not well enough to leave.
It's okay. You've taken really good care of me. Thank you.
Good luck, Detective.
Newman. About time. New case. Just came in.
Priority 1 tag. Subject Roderick Helms. Date of death February 2, 2000. Subject has escaped from below and is believed to have crossed back over.
This guy escaped from a Bajo? How the hell did he do that?
To tell you the truth, we have no idea.
You have any help?
Not that we know of at this point. He managed to break through at Mainframe 1, our most secure border patrol station. And there's one other thing. Helms has a mutated Type 3 karmic inversion.
What's a Type 3 karmic inversion?
The briefing I received indicates it's a rare condition, 1 in 5 billion souls. The karmic inversion can corporealize at will.
What, this guy can make his etheric body solid?
Apparently.
And?
That's all you need to know right now. You have 2 days.
You're telling me that I got 48 hours to find a 1 in 5 billion freak who can stiffen up at will, and you're not giving me any details?
We do not question orders from upstairs, Newman. We just carry them out.
Sir.
Newman, the people upstairs are going to be watching this case very, very carefully. This could make or break you. Do not screw up.
Hey, you heard you were dead.
I'm beginning to think there's no such thing.
Whatever, Freddie, whatever.
Good going, Chavez. You had a hell of a fight.
Captain left your file on the desk there. It's a case he wants you to look at. Homicide. Name's Eldridge.
What file? It's not here.
They must have thought you weren't coming back. They probably filed it.
You wouldn't want to go pick it up for me, would you? I guess not. Excuse me. Excuse me, what are you doing with that file?
What?
My case file. Roderick Helms, what are you doing with it?
You talking to me? You can see me.
Yeah, I can see that you have my file.
Your file? Well, this file has nothing interesting in it. What are you, one of those cops who keeps everything in your head?
This is a secure area. Who gave you permission to be back here?
Nobody.
Hey, hold it right there. I want to see some ID.
You really can see me, can't you?
Your badge now, come on. Border Patrol. Cal Newman?
Chavez, right? You and I are gonna have a little talk. I'll get back to you. You said this was a secured area, right?
Where is he? Guy, you just came in here. He had on a funny suit, a hat.
Nobody came in here. Are you all right?
Freddie, I heard about what happened. They said you weren't getting out of hospital for days.
Oh, I'm fine, Mom. Thanks for asking.
Hey, I saved your mail. It's just bills and stuff.
Thanks, Mom.
Hey, I threw the I-Ching coins last night. They said there are some big changes coming up. They also said that the wise man looks past appearances and sees the essence of things.
Really?
Whereas the fool, which is most of us, can't see the truth even when she's standing right next to it. Hey, are you hungry? I have some casserole, tofu, mung beans.
You know, the tofu, mung beans, you know, I don't think my stomach can handle that right now. Maybe another time. Thanks for the mail.
Sasha.
No.
You can see me. But this is going to make things much more interesting. Do you recall when last we spoke, Detective? I made you a promise. Do you remember what it was?
You're dead.
Never felt better. One day you'll wish you'd never found me. That day is almost here.
Don't move.
One more thing. Since our last meeting, there have been a few changes. See what I mean? You can't hide from me, Chavez. I have eyes in the back of my head. I'll be watching. You ever watch a cat play with a mouse?
Border Patrol. Chavez, get down! Down! Nice going, Chavez. You ruined a perfectly clean shot.
Where is he?
Gone.
Yeah, but where? I mean, where did he go?
He's a muerto. He's gone.
So what are you saying?
You're a smart cop. Figure it out. This gun is designed to do some serious damage, and I don't miss.
He's dead.
Very good, Chavez. Now let's cut the crap. I need you to tell me about Helms, the stuff that you left out of the file.
And you're dead.
I'm a muerto, too.
A cop that chases dead people.
You crossed over illegally. That's what we do. Now, back to Helms.
I don't know what to tell you. I hunted this man for 6 months. I did nothing but eat, sleep, and breathe Roderick Helms. And I still don't know that much about him.
And tell me what you do know.
How long you been doing this? You know, hunting down muertos.
Look, long enough. Now, are you going to help me with Helms or not?
I could. But I got a better idea. I tell you what I know, and you help me catch Helms.
I can't work with you.
Then you're just gonna have to do it yourself.
Fine.
Well, then we'll start with Emily Wells. She survived his last attack. Come on, let's go. Interesting car.
One of the few perks of the job.
Huh. Yeah, but the wheel's on the wrong side.
Get in the car, Chavez.
So how does this work?
You step on the gas, it goes. You step on the brake, it stops.
No, I mean, people can't see you. Can they see the car?
What do you think?
Just wear the seatbelts.
Haven't killed any passengers yet.
Yeah, that's because they were all dead already.
So this woman, you got an address?
Yeah, 2365 Bonita. Go down Orange, turn right, 2 lights past the traffic.
You meatloafs love to waste time. I know a shortcut through this shopping mall.
You crazy?
You want to see how this car works, Chavez? Check this out. Look out! Yeah, first time scared the crap out of me.
So wait, they can't see you, they can't see this car. And when it passes right through them, they can't even feel it. Yeah, but you're dead and I'm not.
The idiot's version is that when you get in the car with me, you're stepping into the, what would you say, a dead zone. Ordinary physics doesn't apply.
Okay.
99.9% of you meatloafs, you can't see us, hear us, or feel us.
Meatloafs?
Yeah, living people. But the other 1%, well, they're different. They got the sight.
Oh, meaning they can see you.
Right. So what's the deal, Chavez?
What do you mean?
Oh, come on, you're in my car. You're talking to me. You're looking at me. Something must have happened.
I don't know. I was in the hospital, and they said I nearly died.
Yep. I had to do it.
Miss Wells? Detective Chavez, Miami PD. Can you hear me, Miss Wells? She hasn't been dead long. An hour, maybe 2.
Must have come by here before he went to your place.
Yeah, this is Detective Chavez. There's been a homicide at 2365 Bonita. I'm gonna need a full team down here. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
What do you make of this?
Helms' a tool of trade.
And why did he leave it?
This morning before you showed up, he asked me if I ever watched a cat play with a mouse.
So he's come back for revenge?
You got a better idea?
Yeah. Let's go check out his place.
I can't leave a crime scene. I've got a homicide team on the way.
He's out there right now. You want to wait? Fine. He's not waiting.
Look, wait up. Emily. I don't understand. What are you saying? Cal.
You want to show me again what she did?
I told you, it was like she was pulling something out of her mouth. So what does it mean?
I don't know.
Look, if we're gonna work together, you gotta fill me in on what's going on.
Emily Wells has some unfinished business. We see it all the time. Victims of violent crime returning to the spot where they...
That's not it. There's something else.
Well, a lot of new muertos, they get confused. They really don't know what they're doing.
She wasn't confused. She was trying to tell me something.
Maybe if I had been there, I'd have a better idea what it was.
That felt really weird. Let's not do that anymore.
I'd just like to be a neighbor to Roderick Helms. Borrow some milk and sugar and end up sliced into fish food. Let me. Hello.
What?
You know what this is?
Some kind of Greek statue?
It's Roman.
Yeah, whatever.
Janus, the god of gates and doors. Kept the gate of heaven.
I thought that was your job.
Yeah, you might say that. Two faces, because a door lets you in and a door lets you out.
Holmes said he had eyes in the back of his head.
Janus also invented navigation, communication, presided over daybreak, dawn, the beginning of all things.
So how do you know all this stuff?
I'd tell you, but then I'd have to kill myself. Hey, how'd you do that?
21st century cop stuff. This is what he wanted me to find.
Missing two.
That means he's not done. And he's letting me know.
Well, what do you think he keeps in there?
You're the one that can walk through walls. Who's this?
Daddy's little girl. Not so little anymore.
He had a daughter?
That's what it says on the birth certificate, but the mother had a different name. There's no way you could have traced it.
There's always a way.
Nobody's perfect, Chavez, especially you meatloafs. Read this.
Dear Janet, after the many lies I'm sure your mother told you about me, I understand you don't feel comfortable around me. The fact remains you're my closest and only blood relative. That makes you special to me. There are things I need to share with you, things you must... Goes on like that.
Mark returned to sender. Guess he wasn't invited to the father-daughter picnic.
We gotta try to track her down and talk to her.
Wait a minute. Do you think he wanted us to see this?
You mean like finding the letter was part of the game?
Yeah.
I don't know.
When I race, I get hot. Afterwards, I need something to cool me down. Rush. Try it when you're not in a rush to remember the line.
Cut! 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 Back to first positions, everybody.
You heard him. Back to first. Okay.
That's our 20th take, Janet. Could we...
What is it? This isn't like you. What's going on here?
I'm just really tired. I'll get it. I'll get it next time.
Your blood sugar's down. You haven't had anything to eat. Now go get some food.
All right, lunch. Back here in 1 hour.
Miss Cargo.
Yes?
I'm Detective Chavez, Miami PD. There's just a few questions I'd like to ask you.
What kind of questions? You know, if this is about that loser, Joe, I've not seen him in months.
No, this is about your father, Roderick Helms.
What about him?
Well, up until this morning, we didn't know Roderick Helms had any living relatives.
Look, you know, there's nothing much I can tell you about him.
Is there someplace a little more private that we can talk?
All right.
Chavez, if Helms has been dropping by to say hello, she probably thinks it's a dream. Ask about the dream.
Wow, it's really nice.
Well, you can have a seat there if you like.
Thanks. So, how well did you know your father?
I didn't know him. I mean, I knew he existed, but I'd never met him until 6 months ago. And before my mother died, she never said hardly anything about him except that he was a real son of a bitch. Told me he was my biological father. He was arrogant and controlling. One day he even showed up where I was working. I just lost it. I didn't want anything to do with it.
There's been another murder.
What does that have to do with me? Or him, for that matter? He's dead, right?
Listen, I'm gonna ask you something that may seem a bit unusual. Have you had any strange dreams lately?
Dreams?
Look, I know it sounds crazy, but it's important.
I don't understand. I don't see how my personal dreams can help you.
She's stalling. I've dealt with this before. She's scared. She's got nobody to talk to. Keep pressing.
You'll have to trust me. It'll help.
You want to be my shrink? Actually, I have been having dreams lately. Nightmares, really.
Well, did anybody appear in those dreams?
Helms.
Like your father?
Just last night.
Bingo.
He was standing over by my window looking at me.
Did he tell you anything?
Yeah, he said I should come and see him in the sculpture garden at noon at the Biscayne Museum.
That's it. Let's go.
Oh, not yet.
What? What's this about?
It's nothing. I just gotta go. Here's my card with all my numbers on it.
Come on, Chavez, move your ass. I noticed you didn't tell Janet that you were the cop that brought down her old man.
And why should I?
Well, she wouldn't have been looking at you the same way.
She's risking her life by helping us out. That's it. End of story.
Why'd you become a cop, Chavez?
Had a father that wasn't so fatherly, and I took care of it. Been taking care of it ever since. And you?
Border Patrol isn't about getting in, it's about getting out. Paying back an old debt.
I'm sorry, sir. We're closed today. They're setting up the new exhibit.
Detective Chavez, I'm gonna need to take a look around.
Yeah, sure. You want me to get someone to help you?
That won't be necessary. I can do it myself.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
This could be a trap?
Helms has been leading us around by the nose. I'm starting to feel like a puppet.
You got a better idea? Because I don't think we have much choice. What's that?
Tracks plasma leakage. Hopefully he's left some traces around here. Let's split up.
Wait, hey, where's my plasma tracking thingy?
Chavez, what kept you? Oh, I wouldn't worry about him right now. There's nothing you can do for him. Let's talk about you. Have you been enjoying my little diversions? I hope so. I have. But games are like life. They gotta end sometime. Sucking chest wound. You know, if he was alive, I'd know what to do for him. This works well on dead guys. How about the living? You want to try it? Delicious. Cal. Cal. Forget about me. Stop him. Stop him. Cal.
Officer needs medical assistance. Officer needs medical assistance.
Is that you, Cal?
Cal's down. He's hurt pretty bad.
We'll get someone to you right away.
You want the address?
We got a fix on your location. Just sit tight.
Where's he at?
Through there in the garden out back.
Don't just stand there. Hop in.
Take a right. Left. There he is.
Time for a little pep up.
Man, what did you give me?
Little hair of the dog that bit you.
Ah, Baldy. Should have known it was you.
Is that any way to greet your guardian angel? Just as well you called it in when you did. Another couple of minutes and Cal here would have been a two-legged vegetable. I'm Q-Ball, by the way.
Freddie Chavez, Miami PD.
Oh, yeah, all right. Hey, that would have been something. The vegetable hanging with his buddy, the meatloaf. I'll see you. Unless you see me first.
Are you okay?
Is Helms gone?
Yeah.
Refresh my memory. Right at the end, did he,
shoot himself? Yeah. And nothing happened.
That's gonna be a problem. Oh, damn it. Look what he did to my clothes.
Can you drive? Captain wants to see me. So you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I just gotta take care of some business.
What kind of business?
I gotta see an old friend of mine.
Feel better.
Chavez. What you did back there, phoning it in.
Well, I had to do something. I mean, you look like you were about to...
Die? Can't die if you're already dead. But there are far worse things.
Well, that's a thank you. You're welcome.
Shoulder doing okay?
It's getting better. Thanks.
I'll need you to get on this immediately.
I'm still trying to play catch up on my last case.
Victim's name is Eldridge, Martha Eldridge. She came home in the middle of a break-in. Perp had a gun, and he used it.
Husband's a real estate agent?
Wasn't home at the time. Out closing a deal. He has a solid alibi.
Yeah, but isn't this Ratcliffe's case? I mean, he's the investigating officer, right?
I had to move him onto this carjacking thing. Now I'm getting pressure to wrap this up. Turns out the husband's selling a vacation property to a city councilman. They don't want to close the deal until we clear him as a suspect.
I'll get on it.
Oh, Chavez. You called in a homicide? Emily Wells?
Yeah, yesterday morning.
What were you doing there?
I was just tying up a few loose ends before I write the Helms report. Why?
You were there pretty early. 6:45 in the morning?
I wanted to catch her before she went to work.
So you never saw her anywhere outside the case, socially?
No, sir. The only time I talked to her was when I interviewed her. You know, on the Helms thing. Is that all?
Yeah, you can go.
Ronnie, I need a favor.
You already owe me.
I know.
Roderick Helms.
Yeah, I'm having a little trouble with him.
Cause he's a karmic inversion mutation.
Yeah.
Kind of complicates things. A Moeto who can corporealize anywhere.
Well, he shot himself with my gun and nothing happened.
You want to tell me how he happened to get your gun in the first place? I didn't think so. Okay, let's take a look. A type 3 mutation. A soul feeder. They're about as common as a snowstorm in Miami.
What exactly is that?
A type 3 is a predatory life form. At the moment of death, he sucks the victim's life essence, the chi. If your boy Helms had stayed in Abajo, it would have been different. But now that he's crossed back over, there are new complications.
What kind of complications?
Internal ones. When a Moeto ingests chi from a meatloaf, it'll transform his etheric body.
What's the bottom line, Ronnie?
If he takes one more victim, he'll undergo a process which will short-circuit almost any weapon we've got. The good news is, because he's still in flux, his little show of bravado may have temporarily short-circuited him, giving you an added 24-hour window of opportunity.
Ronnie, thanks.
Cal, you know what they're saying on the grapevine? If you can take care of this, they'll let you get out of Border Patrol.
Detective Chavez, I'm here to see Mr. Eldridge.
Mr. Eldridge is just wrapping up a call. He'll be with you in a minute. Take a seat.
Thank you.
Cal, don't do that.
Sir?
Nothing. I was, just, talking to nothing.
I found out a couple of things.
Like?
Why are you here? We have a new situation with a reduced time frame.
I've got a day job, remember? I can't just stop everything that I'm doing.
If you can't find time to work with me, Chavez, then maybe...
Detective Chavez, I'm Martin Eldridge. Come in, please.
Stop sneaking up on me.
I am not sneaking up on you.
Take a seat. This has all been such a shock. I spoke to another detective. I've told him everything.
I just have a few more questions for you, and then we'll be done with you. So, the night of your wife's death, you were here in the office with a Miss Alice Leonard?
She's a client. She just bought a property. We were closing.
He's lying.
What?
Like I said, closing a real estate transaction is a complicated process. There's a mountain of files.
Look, tell me you gotta take a leak, go to the bathroom.
Look, hold on. Mr. Eldridge,
Give me 2 minutes alone with this guy. Trust me on this.
You know, I'm sorry. I had way too much coffee this morning. Is your bathroom around here?
Yeah, just around the corner.
I'll be right back.
Detective Chavez, I'd like to make a statement.
How'd you know?
You gotta trust your gut. Every meatloaf's got an aura. His was dirty, real dirty. Now let's get out of here and take care of business.
Detective Chavez, I'm Gillette. This is King. We're with Internal Affairs. Can you give us a few minutes, please?
Sure. Come this way.
No problem. Did you contact Miss Wells before you went over there?
No.
You left the scene before the team arrived. Can you tell us why?
Where's this going?
Before you left, you looked around, touched a few things. Isn't that right, Detective?
I mean, yeah, I may have.
When you called it in, you said Miss Wells' death was a homicide. What made you say that?
She was involved in a case I was working. She was a target. I just assumed.
You assumed? You assumed she'd been killed?
You want to tell me what this is all about?
Look, That'll be all for now, Chavez.
I just overheard some news that your friends neglected to tell you. Your prints, they were found all over the scalpel at Emily Wells's apartment.
You were there. You know I didn't touch anything.
3 guesses how they got there.
Helms.
Mm-hmm.
He's setting me up. But that's crazy. Nobody here is going to believe that.
Chavez, you told me, your words, for the last 6 months you've done nothing but eat, sleep, and breathe Roderick Helms. Now the case is over, but you're still obsessed. In the minds of everybody around here, maybe you started to identify with him. Maybe you took it a step farther and started killing. Look, I know it sounds far-fetched, but one more piece of carefully planted evidence.
Detective Chavez.
Chavez, are you familiar with the Chinese Book of Changes, the I Ching? The wise man looks past appearances and sees the essence of things. Are you a wise man, Chavez? A friend of yours thinks you are. She thinks highly of you. Very highly.
He's done something to Mo. Maureen, my next-door neighbor, she likes me.
Hi, you've called Maureen. Sorry I'm not here to take a call at the moment. If you'd like to leave your name and number, I'll be sure to get back to you.
Mo, are you there? Pick up if you're there. Maureen! Is that gonna work?
Well, there's one way to find out.
Let me.
He's gone.
She's still alive.
Dr. Haber. Dr. Haber, maternity, please.
How is she?
She's in critical condition. We're doing the best that we can, but it doesn't look good. I'm sorry.
You know how this is going down. Helms is going to pin this on you like he did Emily Wells.
Look, I don't care what happens to me. This is all my fault. I mean, Helms wouldn't have gone after her if it wasn't for me.
There might be a way.
So, what makes you so sure Maureen's gonna be here?
Do you remember what I said about a meatloaf's aura? Well, that doctor knew she wasn't going to make it. When you die, this is the first stop. They do a karmic evaluation and then they pass judgment.
So this is where Mo's at?
Yeah, but the trick is we got to get her before she goes through, otherwise my hands are tied.
Welcome to the Intake Processing Center. To make your journey to the other side an enjoyable one, please secure all jewelry and any loose clothing. The karmic evaluation process varies person to person. Please expect the average time for males to be 36 minutes, females 19 minutes, and children under the age of 9, 40 seconds. Once you have completed your karmic evaluation, please step to the back of the line to await your documentation.
Can I help you, sir?
At that point, move up onto the platform and cross in a calm, steady, and deliberate manner.
Sir, you can't go back there.
Close your eyes for alternate.
Sir!
What the hell do you want, Cal?
I need a favor.
We're just finishing up. Come back in 15 minutes.
I need it right now.
Gentlemen, take a break. Who's the meatloaf?
There's a woman. Her name is Maureen Ryder. She's a friend of mine.
Freddie, date of death is today.
What about her?
I need you to stop it before she gets processed.
We can't do that. You know we can't alter a person's...
I'm not asking. Well,
You know what would happen if anyone would ever find out.
Need I remind you of an illegal border crossing involving a very beautiful and very young and not so innocent woman?
That was a long time ago, and she's been totally redeemed.
Do you really want to go back to being a lonely bachelor, Walt?
Give me the status of an incoming deceased. Female. Ryder Maureen.
She's in processing now.
Put your arm out, please. Thank you. Next, please. Put your arm out, please.
Hold it! Hold it right there. Hold it. I'm very sorry, but there's been a little change in your status, Miss Ryder. Would you please follow me?
Freddie, what are you doing here?
There's been a mix-up, Miss Ryder. You see, it's not your time yet.
It's all right. I'll see you later, Mo.
Chavez is right, don't worry.
Go. It's okay. You're not gonna get in too much trouble for this, are you?
Not if I bring Helms in.
Cal, snow predicted in Miami.
Oh, yeah, figures. Coming to get advice from a baby?
Didn't catch that guy yet, did you?
The Type 3 karmic inversion?
No, and I'm running out of time.
Did you know he killed 5 people back when he was alive?
Is that all you have?
Did you know
That the people he killed all had one thing in common?
What?
What's this meatloaf doing here?
It's Detective Freddie Chavez, Miami PD. He's the one who hunted down Helms and killed him.
You a pretty good detective, Chavez?
Pretty good.
Oh, but you never found it.
So tell me.
You never would have found it. One survived a car crash. Another was in a boat which capsized. Her heart stopped for 3 minutes.
So they all had near-death experiences?
The sight. Helms feeds off his victims' internal energies. And the victims he chose, the ones with the sight, well, they gave him the most, bang for his buck.
That's what Emily Wells was trying to show me.
Here's the bad part. Remember what I said about a 24-hour window? I was wrong. We can't retard the process.
What process?
Well, consuming this much karmic energy has made Helms practically invulnerable. At least to anything either of you is carrying.
So there's no way to stop it?
There was
a prototype. A weapon designed to subdue karmic aberrations. But there were some problems. They were going to destroy it, but I convinced them not to.
Where is it?
They're keeping it under lock and key. Look, firing it is the greatest risk. It's incredibly inaccurate.
So where is it?
It's in Takayama's office. And there's only one thing that's going to distract him from his work.
All Border Patrol personnel, please escort Perch to holding sock 6B. Bookworks, karmic maintenance, and Navajo escorts are not to leave the premises until instructed so by a Border Patrol commanding officer. Mainframe 1, secure. Mainframe 2, secure. Piranhas, secure.
Excessive and unreasonable.
Secure. All Border Patrol personnel, please escort Perch to holding sock 6B. Bookworks, karmic
Doctor. So?
She's pulled through. She's made a remarkable recovery, and she'll be fine.
Freddie.
Hey. You're awake?
I didn't get a good look at him.
At who?
The man, he came up behind me and I tried to get away, but he was just too strong.
Hey, don't worry, Mo. I'm gonna get him.
I had the strangest dream. I was in this place. You're in it. Yeah, they told me I died, but then
Hey, you know, you keep talking, you're gonna tire yourself out.
it was real, wasn't it? You know, the weird thing is, it's not what I imagined it to be.
Listen, Mo, I'm gonna go. All right?
Okay, just tell me one thing. Who was he?
Who was who?
Your friend, the man in the suit. I know he was your friend because he knew your name.
Well, I'm gonna come back after you had some rest. Okay?
Okay.
I'll get better. She remembers what happened.
Well, she's a sensitive. They pick up things.
Oh, one other thing. She wants to know your name.
That could be a problem.
Well, she's a Ouija board kind of chick. What can I say?
And did you tell her?
Like you can...
Like I can what?
Come on.
Ouija board, huh?
Hello? 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 Leave me alone.
I can't do that, Janet.
This isn't happening. You're not here.
You thought I was dead? If I was really dead, how could you see me? Unless I was a figment of your imagination. But figments can't do this. I know this is hard for you to understand, Janet, but when you started life, you chose to be my daughter. I chose to be your father. And because of those choices, we're tied together always. It doesn't end when one person dies. It never ends. We're connected on the most minute level of our beings. You could call it a kind of spiritual DNA. Here. Take my hand. The shared destiny is a curious thing. Separate, we're strong. Together, there's no limit to what we might do. It took me more than a lifetime to understand it. Now I've learned how to do it. How to harvest and process the energy which other life forms possess.
Oh, stop it! Stop it! You're evil!
Death is a door, Janet. I just help people through it.
You're wrong! Leave me alone!
There is no right or wrong, Janet. There are only choices. Just let yourself take the first step. I'll show you the rest of the way.
No, you won't!
Take your time. I want you to meet me at the Memorial Library. Of your own free will. If you don't come, I might need to open the door for somebody else.
running out of time. Talk to me, Chavez. Tell me about Helms. Tell me something that I don't already know.
He loved the spotlight. He was always doing talk shows, interviews, lecturing at med schools. I mean, the man loved to talk. Must be driving him crazy being dead. And not having a place where there's an audience and no one to listen to him.
And that's it. There's a place on the other side, Muertos go. Hang with their own kind. It's instinctive. It's like they're drawn to each other.
The man was a snob. He wouldn't just go any place.
The place I'm talking about isn't just anywhere.
Morning.
Morning. Here you go.
Oh, thanks. Hey, you don't want to go in there.
Why not?
The place is haunted. There was a hotel there and it burned down, killed everyone in it. And they still come back, though.
Well, I'll remember to keep my eyes open.
I went in there myself once. Scared the piss out of me. Turned my hair white. If you go on, you'll finish up like me.
People know how to party, huh?
Still got that picture of Helms?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Listen up and listen good. I can tell by looking at all you fine, upstanding muertos that you all have valid transit papers to be on this side. So if I get a little cooperation, I won't need to come around and check those permits. Now, my partner and I are looking for this gentleman. When I come around, I want you to take a look, think hard, and tell me if you've seen him.
So, I haven't seen you around here before. What's your name?
Chavez. And this is a one-time deal only. I'm not coming back here.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. Could be sooner than you think.
Hey, Cal. What about her?
Well?
Well, what?
Have you seen the man in the picture?
No.
Why don't you look again? Be sure.
No, I've never seen him.
Look. I can zero out your karma before you knew it hit you and send you down to a Bajo for 10 lifetimes.
Officer, what makes you think that I'm lying?
Because every time you say no, you start playing with your necklace.
He was in here a few hours ago. He didn't do anything, he just talked.
About what?
Just a lot of nonsense, really. I think he was one of those guys who likes the sound of his own voice.
What kind of nonsense?
Oh, you know, the usual megalomaniac fantasies. He kept going on and on about how powerful he was going to become once he consumed one more soul.
Did they mention any names?
I think the name was Chavez. And he said something else. He kept talking about his daughter and how special she was. How there was this unique destiny which linked them together. It didn't make much sense, but I listened anyway. I just loved the sound of his voice.
That's real nice.
There's some pretty good-looking dead people. So can a muerto, you know, can they, you know what I mean? Chavez.
Thank God! I've been trying to get a hold of you.
Janet, are you okay? Did something happen?
He was there. Everywhere. Everywhere. In my mirror, in my bathroom, in my speakers. There's no getting away from him.
Look, where are you? I'll be right there.
No, you don't understand. There's no time. He said he's gonna start killing again if I don't come to him now. He's waiting for me in Memorial Library.
Look, listen to me. It's a trap. Do not go.
I've gotta go. I have no choice. One way or another, this has got to stop. I just wanted to let you know.
Janet.
I'm on my way.
Janet! Come on.
Hello, Janet. Years of study in places like this taught me nothing. A lifetime in medicine taught me nothing. This is what I've learned. Death is the greatest teacher. It's primordial. The hunter and his prey know more. The wolf in the forest knows more.
What do I have to do to stop the killing?
You've already done it.
What are you talking about?
You've brought the last one to me. Your policeman friend Chavez thinks he's coming here to protect you, as if I would ever harm you. I'm learning now, you understand? He's the one I need. His strength, his vitality. He's just what the doctor ordered. There's a very special place in these woods. Chavez knows where.
She didn't happen to say which part of the Memorial Library, did she?
No. And I hope we're not too late. Come on. Let's try this way.
Chavez!
Tennis bike. She didn't wait for me.
Chavez! Get out of here! It's a trap!
Come on.
Beautiful here, isn't it? Don't waste your energy. It won't make any difference. The odds against him are insurmountable. Don't fight me. Imagine what you could do with this kind of energy. Think of what you could accomplish. The best of both worlds, Janet.
I can't hear her. This is the place where he dumped the bodies of his first victims.
Yeah, well, we're not going to have the element of surprise. It's been his game all along.
Yeah, but he's made one big mistake. He's way too confident. He thinks he can't lose.
Well, remember, Chavez, he's here because of you. You complete his metamorphosis.
Make sure you don't mess with that thing.
So good of you to join me.
Where's Janet?
Game is over, Helms. I'm taking you back.
You're a slow learner. Your last gun didn't work on me, officer.
Got a new gun.
You don't bring a gun to a fight like this. You bring God. Or the devil himself.
Chavez, look out!
Are you okay?
You're not gonna win.
Are we having fun yet?
Where's Janet?
Tell me, Chavez. Do you believe? Do you pray? Now would be a good time. It's a terrible thing to live without purpose. Now you know yours. I am become death, and you are food. You just don't stop.
I tell you not to move. That's not gonna help you. So you're really gonna leave Border Patrol?
That's what the game is all about.
You don't think you're gonna miss it?
Chasing losers, getting the crap beat out of me, getting reamed by Takayama. Oh, I found something. Funny how evidence comes up missing.
Thanks. I owe you one.
So what about your girlfriend, Janet?
She's not my girlfriend, but yeah, I'll give her a call when I get back. Do me a favor. Give this letter to my abuelita. Should probably cook you a mean arroz con pollo. I mean, if they still do that down here. Hey! How am I gonna get home? Giving me your car? What am I gonna do with it?
You won't get any parking tickets.
Hope I don't see you anytime soon.